Christmas on Repeat is a 2022 film directed by Lindsay Hartley, written by Amy Pitta, and we have a cast including Jennifer Taylor. And I wanted to like this. It sounded interesting, but while I think they did a good job with the message, I think the message is very clear. I didn't enjoy the film for two reasons. The film is about a woman who isn't prioritising things right at Christmas. She's focusing on her career. She's not spending as much time with her family, and she makes a wish that she could get a Christmas do-over, and that's what happens. She gets to have the day again, and it's about her realising what's most important, particularly at that time of year. Great message, very well delivered, absolutely no problem with that. And there's nothing bad about this specifically. I wouldn't say it's badly written. The pacing is good. We get from one point to the next without any real issue. The characters are well written in the sense that I believe their personalities, I believe their characteristics, I think their interactions with each other, they were all very believable. I just found it to be very, very boring. The narrative itself is a nice idea. I love films that's kind of Groundhog Day-esque. I think they can be really fascinating. But with this one, I just didn't care for it. And it wasn't so much the repetition factor. I know a lot of films like this can be hit or miss, depending on just how repetitive they feel. I think there's a good way to do these films and a wrong way, and I don't think the repetition aspect was badly handled. I think it's just the specific events that happen I just didn't think were that interesting. And the other reason I didn't love it is because of our protagonist. I just found Andrea to be really boring. And sometimes, not always, not throughout the entire film, but there were certainly times when I found her to be a little bit annoying as well. But that's not the entirety of the film. And had the narrative been really interesting, that wouldn't have bothered me too much. But having a rather dull story coupled with an occasionally irritating protagonist, I just couldn't get behind it. I wanted to. I really wanted to like it. But I didn't. I didn't hate it. It wasn't a horrendous experience. It is watchable. But I didn't get any joy out of it particularly. The Christmas aspect, yeah, I quite liked it. It definitely feels festive at times. No problems there. I guess it's a film that I wouldn't recommend sitting down to watch it, to become fully immersed in it. But if you want something on in the background, I know a lot of people like to put on Christmas films when they're wrapping Christmas gifts and things. This would be a really good one for that, because you don't really need to focus too much, and honestly, I feel like sitting down and just watching it wouldn't be a great experience, but maybe as background comfort, maybe it would be okay for that. Christmas on Repeat is not one that I enjoyed. It's not terrible, but I'd only recommend it if either you're really, really interested in the narrative or maybe somebody in the cast, or if you're just looking for something to have on in the background. Otherwise, I don't think it's a great experience.